She's going to be at LA Improvs, that's the one on Melrose, the Hot Chick Show. That's next Sunday, September the 30th at 8 o'clock. Let's have a big welcome for Mollie Gross.
Excellent to be here, folks. Thank you so much. I am not a native of California, but I did move here when my husband and I got stationed at Camp Pendleton. I am a military wife. Woo! Thank you very, very much. But listen, I know what you guys are thinking. Don't get nervous or upset. He's doing fine. He's here tonight. He is adjusting quite fine from all that combat. We just had to change a few little things around the house. Like, we learned really, really quick for me not to come out of the shower with a towel on my head. Things like that. People sometimes ask me what it was like to live on base on Camp Pendleton, but I didn't adjust to that really well at first because I'm not what you would call a typical officer's wife. Because unbeknownst to me, just because you're married to a Marine doesn't mean that you should be cussing like a sailor. Evidently, I upset someone because this mysterious book showed up on my doorstep entitled Roses and Thorns, The Guide to Appropriate Conduct of Military Wives. And it was earmarked to the chapter on appropriate words for conversations, and the chapter on cursing was highlighted, so I had to decide to be a lady. So I decided to do what all the rappers do, and I just started muting my words out. It kind of freaked people out, so like, did she just say that or did she not? But, you know, after a few months of being on base, I realized I wasn't the only one that got one of those books because one of my other neighbors, she had a really, really big dog that took huge in everybody else's yard. So, yeah, she got one of those books, yeah. And then my other neighbor, she was really scandalous because she was a mother of two, but she drank Coors Light and called it Mommy Coke. So she got one of those books. But really, in truth, us wives, we really, really stuck together. We got along really, really great. And we didn't get catty until the guys actually came back, and that's when we all got kind of weird because we started getting again, you know, and so we, what did I say? So, but we started to brag about stuff. It was really weird. It would be like, my husband brought me that gold from Bahrain. Oh, well, my husband brought me that pearl earrings from Hawaii. Oh, well, my husband brought me that opal from Australia. And then there's that one lady that has to ruin it for everybody, you know, because her husband brought her back chlamydia from Singapore. Cheating went on, a little cheating, I'm not going to lie. People always ask me, they say, Molly, come on, you had to have been tempted. Come on, 7 months at a time without your husband, I'm not going to lie. There was one that I couldn't forget. His name was Marv. He didn't tell me his name was Marv. That was just the giant name written on his giant belt buckle. I met him at an airport bar. He sauntered up to me with the most beautiful strawberry blonde hair and a comb over. Rich auburn molestache tickling his upper lip. He wanted to know why I was traveling alone and found out that my husband had been deployed to Iraq and decided that he'd play on my vulnerability a little bit and said to me, you know, Molly, I know a little bit about what your husband's going through in Fallujah. You see, I spent 2 years in mall security. I think Marv slipped himself a roofie that night, but I could be wrong. But that was a long time, so when the guys came back, all the women got kind of wild and crazy. We got kind of excited about the guys coming back, so I did something kind of wild in preparation for my husband coming home. I decided to go get a Brazilian wax, ladies. Now, I wanted to go somewhere really, really reputable because that is my pee-pee. So I went to this place called Magic Nails. And this most wonderful Vietnamese woman named Helen, she said the most encouraging things to me as she ripped large chunks of hair off of me. Like, you beauty. And your husband will kiss you more now down there. And then, just when I started to feel comfortable, she asked me to lift my leg, and I felt something warm in a place that I usually feel kind of dirty. And I looked at her and I said, Helen, what are you doing? And she says to me, it looked like a bunny tail back there. I had no buffer for 7 months. But the good news is she did let me keep it, so now I have a good luck keychain. That's right. So when we moved off of base, then that was another adjustment period in and of itself because we had to adjust to civilian lives in LA. And we wanted to have a dinner party just to get to know the people. And oh my God, that is such a big mistake. Do not do this because everyone in LA has these massive food hang-ups, everyone. You know, with their South Beach diet, Dog Beach diet, whatever, right? And so the worst are the vegans. Are you guys familiar? If you don't know who the vegans are, these are the ones that in addition to being vegetarian, you cannot eat byproducts of animals, okay? So you can't eat eggs or milk or cheese. And they're so militant with their cause. I remember I went to the LA County Fair and this FFA guy brought the cow in and they were going to show everybody how they got milk from it. So they brought it in and they hooked these little things up to her teats and flipped a switch and her little udder started going and the next thing I know this big jar filled up with milk. I thought it was pretty cool. Until the vegan ruined it for me. Oh my God! This is an atrocity! Like animal abuse and it's worse! That's why I'm vegan! I don't want any of that in my body! I went up there and I told her, ma'am, I can't really speak for the cow, but I will tell you this. I would love it if my job was to sit around all day and have someone play with my teats. So back to the dinner party. I'm sitting around feeding these people bowls of cabbage or whatever, because that's all I could feed them. And the truth comes out that all of our new LA friends were really freaked out to eat dinner at our house because they knew my husband had been a Marine. And they were afraid that we were going to serve them something barbaric like Iraqi meat. I know, I was so offended. I was like, you know what? I have had enough of what all you people in LA think of the military. Because everybody knows that we save the good stuff for family. Some real big weirdos out there in LA. And it's gotten to the point now where I'm really nervous to walk my dogs at night. So I say to my husband, big military guy, I say, sweetheart, I just need you to teach me some self-defense moves because, sweetheart, what do I do if I decide to go outside to walk the dogs and someone tries to rape me? And he looked at me and he said, sweetheart, just start talking.